welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be recreating some of my Dress to Impress outfits in Royale High. I have picked out 2 of my saved Dress to Impress outfits to recreate in this video. Sometimes when I'm making an outfit in Dress to Impress, I'll be thinking, I could really use that one item from Royale High. So I'm wondering if some of those items will come in handy when I'm recreating these outfits. Here is the first outfit we have to recreate. This one I made quite recently. It's supposed to be a Western themed outfit. I decided to pick this one because I thought it looked challenging. I already know a few of the items that I'm going to be using for this outfit. The first item that came to mind was the skirt. I'm going to be using this one, the Toy Code one. Not going to try to pronounce her name because I'm sorry, but you have a hard name to pronounce, lady. For the shoes, I'm not 100% sure which ones would look the best because there are no pants like that in Royale High. But I think I'm going to go with the Whimsy Witch shoes because they look pretty similar to the boots that I'm wearing. I think Toggle 16 is going to look the best. I feel like Toggle 24 could look more accurate, but I don't like the tall boots, so we're going to go with these ones. Now, for the bodice, I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'm definitely going to use this one, the Angelic Promises dress. I feel like the details on it look very similar to the ones on the Dress to Impress outfit. I do think I know which sleeves I'm going to use. I'm going to use the Whimsy Witch sleeves, so I need to put on the human arms for that, and I'll just throw on the human nails. Definitely toggle 1 is going to be the toggle I use. All of these toggles don't look quite as accurate. I think I'm going to actually go with toggle 3 because it comes all the way up. I feel like I could use this from the same set as the skirt. I think it glitches just about as much as the Dress to Impress outfit does. I need a big bow on the front of my outfit. I feel like that is required. That's right, I forgot that the Darling Valentina bodice has a toggle for just the bows. And this one's a little too high though. I might still do the choker necklace though because I have a lot of jewelry on the Dress to Impress outfit. I might also do the Angelic Promises necklace because it has many different necklaces in one, and it also has the big gem right here. I might have to layer some skirts here to really make it look better. Actually, I could try using the Valkyrie dress. I'm using a lot of Toy Code items. I didn't even realize this. I'm trying to decide between the long toggle of this dress and the medium toggle because I feel like this one is too short and yet this one is just a little bit too long. I feel like this one looks just a little bit more similar to the Dress to Impress outfit, so we're going to go with this. This also kind of hides the fact that I don't have the right pants. I could try the Whimsy Witch belt. This will work for the horseshoe belt. Now I need the whole hat situation. That's going to be difficult. I might just end up using the steampunk hat for this. I know the hat that I'm using in the Dress to Impress outfit is a cowboy hat, but I just feel like the one that's in Royale High is gonna look awful. This outfit right now is absolutely giving Alice in Wonderland, and I don't know why. I could try the cowboy hat. I just think it's gonna look bad. It doesn't look as bad as I thought, so you know what? We might actually go with it. I might just have to do away with the accessories on the hat. I feel like nothing is going to actually look decent. Now, I have a eye patch on the Dress to Impress outfit, like this heart-shaped one, which is going to be way cuter than any I'm going to find here, because we have this eye patch, which looks kind of ugly. The last thing I would love to have is like the ribbons around the torso. I could do the Goddess of Triumph bow just in the back. Gives the same essence. Here are all the items put together. I feel like I did a pretty good job with getting the items, getting the basic idea of the outfit. I'm going to color it and do the makeup and hair off camera because I feel like that's going to take a little while. Next time you see me, I'll have the completed outfit. Here is the first outfit, fully completed. I honestly love how this turned out. I was very surprised by how accurate I was able to get the details on the bodice. Overall, I think this outfit turned out pretty good. For the second outfit, I have this brown and purple one. As much as the last one was difficult, I think this one is going to be even harder. For this outfit, I'm not really sure where I'm going to start. I don't really have an idea of what any of the pieces are going to be specifically, except for the bodice. I do think I'm going to use the Pearly Princess Mermaid top. The skirt, I think, is going to be one of the most difficult parts because it is such a specific silhouette. I could use the Summer Fantasy skirt. I feel like that could be slightly similar. I don't know, maybe just the layered ruffle look. I wonder if the Whimsy Witch corset would look good. I don't know. I don't think it does for the corset piece. For the sleeves, I already know which ones I'm going to use. I'm going to use the steampunk gloves and layer another sleeve on top of that. Maybe the Fallen Fae ones. Maybe I can toggle the hand buckles off because that will make it look a little bit better. Now I need the Fallen Fae sleeves. I feel like these ones will look the closest to the kind of mesh sleeves that I'm wearing. These might actually not be as accurate because they're a little bit lower than I thought. So I might have to end up using the TTYL ones and just coloring them to have a pattern. That's perfect actually. I can do this toggle so that way they don't glitch. So the heels are another thing that's going to be difficult because they are very specific and I don't think Royal High has anything like this. I might end up doing the posy heels though, because not only are the heels I'm using in Dress to Impress kind of nature themed with the butterflies, I can also use the vines to act as the ribbons. I feel like I can just use the Solarix halo for the headpiece in the back because this kind of floats in the back and it has a similar sunburst shape. I also noticed I have a little crown on my head, so I'm going to get the lovely tiara. The posy corset might be a little bit better because it's a little bit lower than the Whimsy Witch one. I like the look of this a little bit better. I like how there's more gap between the upper part of the bodice and the corset. Wait a second, this dress might actually add something to this outfit. I also have a bag with this outfit. I'm thinking the Goth Lolita one would look really nice, but that is the only part of the set I don't have. I could use the Siren Candy bag because it has like 500 different toggles. This one doesn't glitch too bad with the skirt either, so I might use this. Again, here is the full outfit before I color it. I think this one is going to be less accurate than the first one. Here is the second completed outfit. I feel like I could have gotten a little bit more accurate with this one, with the skirt and also the bag, but I feel like for what I had, I did a pretty good job. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know if you enjoyed this because I might end up doing a part 2 with more of my outfits because this was so much fun. Thank you guys so much for watching again, and I'll see y'all in the next one.